Hey, good morning, my beautiful people. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Money Mind Shift. This is ERGJ, Certified Financial Educator, and we're going through the book, How Rich People Think by Seibold. Steve, I'm coming for my check. Now, here's the deal, guys. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. We're back here on Monday. We're on day number 52, going through a 100-day journey. It means after today, we'll have 47 more days left to go. And so here's the deal, guys. Wealth begins in the mind. That's right. Wealth begins in the mind. You must be wealthy in your mind long before you're wealthy in your wallet. It must be wealthy in your mind long before you're wealthy in your wallet. Now, here's the deal, guys. I've been recommending this book for 52 straight days. 52 straight days. So hopefully you got the book. If you haven't, you can actually get the book through me, www.ergj.net. I'll leave a link around here somewhere so you can actually go get the book. And here's the deal. It's the book that you don't read that won't help. The book that you don't read won't help. So we're going to be going through the book today, 15 minutes a day, guys. 15 minutes a day to keep broke away. Can you hang with us for 15 minutes? Can you test and see if what I'm saying is true? Like, this is a book that you need to read through so it can change the way that you think, so you can actually change your results. You can actually change what's going on with your wallet if you can just change what's going on up here. Hey, here's the deal, guys. I know you don't have a lot of time. I don't either. Hey, why don't we get this thing started? Let's get it. All right, day number 52. The middle class believes the rich should support the poor. The world class believes in self-reliance. This is going to be interesting. The middle class believes the rich should support the poor. The world class believes in self-reliance. Now, since the masses believe people become wealthy through luck, good fortune, or social advantage, they think it's only fair that the rich disperse their money to those who have less. This socialistic philosophy is rooted in the belief that everyone is his brother's keeper. The world class believes every citizen in a free market economy has the opportunity to become wealthy. They believe getting rich is a choice. That's right, guys. And I'm starting to understand that getting rich is a choice. Just like being poor for most people is a choice. Now, I understand that there's some situations, there's things that happen in life, but things that happen in life are temporary. What you do about what happens is what becomes permanent. So yes, you could lose all your money. Yes, you could go broke. Yes, you could lose your house. All different things can happen in life. But what happens in life doesn't have to keep you where you are. It's just a temporary stop. You have to make a choice that you're going to overcome any obstacles, any financial obstacles that you find yourself with in life. Getting rich is a choice. Now, while wealthy people have most to give and are the most charitable people on the planet, they give for the sake of giving and not from any moral code or societal pressure. They believe giving people unearned rewards robs them of the satisfaction they will experience from their own achievements. Many wealthy families have made the mistake of bestowing unlimited wealth on their children and experiencing the psychological destruction it creates. Now, here's the deal, guys. You don't get rich by demand, and you really don't get rich either by a handout. This is why I think it's kind of, although I get it, like you want to, like we want to fight for reparations. We want all this stuff given back to us. But here's my reality. Like, whether we get it or not, it's not really keeping us from moving forward. Too many people are focusing on fighting for a handout than they are fighting for their own dream. They won't go after the things that they can go after to be who they want to be and become who they want to become, because they spend so much time trying to force other people to help them get rich. I think that's just silly. I think if you take that energy and you focus it on the things that you want to create, the things that you want to do, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of the pressure that's against you, quote unquote, you can still make it. And we see people that make it regardless of the conditions that go on here on the earth or with the government or with society. You just have to decide that this is what you want to do, and you're going to do it regardless of what obstacles come across your path. You can choose to focus on fighting for money, but it's better to go out and earn it. And we're now in a society, especially in America, if you're in America, where you have the opportunity to get rich if you want to, but you got to make it a choice. Now, the world class believes in self-reliance as a guiding principle in their lives, but at the same time, they realize the tendency of the middle class to fall into a victim mentality. Just talked about that, a victim mentality that expects someone else to take care of them. Entire economies are based on this, on their are based on this philosophy of penalizing the rich by forcing them to fund their less successful countrymen. Through fear and scarcity-based thinking, this seems not only fair, but the most socially evolved method of government. Through the eyes of love and abundance, this type of funding is the surest way to psychologically paralyze the population into believing that they can't take care of themselves and have no hope of ever accomplishing anything on their own. Now, here's where we start talking about the way that societies or the way that economies are set up. And even in America, where I am, or even back in history where we have these Roman empires, the Babylonian empires, where it was always like, hey, the opportunity to learn how to become better or how to become wealthier is there for most people. But even if it's there, we still don't take advantage of it. I mean, we see that in America, right? All of the great books are in the free library. And so even if you don't go buy this book, you can probably get this book by using your library card. But here's the deal. Most people aren't making being rich a choice. They're not making the choice to be rich. They're making the choice to complain about being poor, but they're not making the choice to go out and find ways to make more money. It's not at the library. I don't know. It could be, but but here's the deal. Are you saying that this book not at the library? Steve, this book not at the library? Seriously? As old as this book is? All right, maybe it's not at the library. I don't know. But you probably do. Hey, there's nothing wrong with paying, man. But what I'm saying, though, is even if the book was at the library, people probably still wouldn't go get it. You know, Rich Dad, Poor Dad is probably at the library. Books are about rich people, and the things they do is probably at the library. I don't know. You know, just like you guys, I don't really go to the library either. I just go buy my books that I want to read. But if you couldn't afford it, you could probably find another way to get it. And we know that there's plenty of wealth at the library. Plenty of it. But most people simply won't go. That's just what it is. I didn't know this book wasn't at the library, man. Messing up my flow. Now, some of the powers that be know this and use it as a tool to control the masses. The rich refuse to buy into this philosophy and seek refuge from it, like countries like America, where individual achievement is applauded, recognized, and appreciated. The psychological castration that occurs when people are convinced they are incapable of managing their own lives is criminal. But the masses are so mired in fear, they can't see they are being systematically destroyed from the inside out and turned into drones with no confidence in their ability to be successful through their own efforts. And this is what we're trying to recondition our minds to believe and understand, that we can be successful and we can make it through our own efforts. We use a lot of our energy doing things that won't produce, doing things that will not bring about any progress. But if we just use some of that energy to focus on our own self-interest and our own efforts to make things be so, I've just seen no other power, that nothing else is as powerful as a man's will to succeed. And if your will to succeed is strong enough, then no failure will ever overtake you. But is your will to succeed strong enough? Have you built it up? Have you raised your level, your wealth consciousness? Are you reading the books 15 minutes a day so that you can fortify your very own self? Self-education will make you a fortune if you only just choose to educate yourself. Now, here's the quote of the day from Patricia Sampson. She says that self-reliance is the only road to true freedom, and being one's own person is the ultimate reward. Self-reliance is the only road to true freedom, and being one's own person is its ultimate reward. Now, here's your critical thinking question of the day, guys. The question that you want to think about today as you heard what we've read about today. Do you believe self-reliance is essential to achieving financial success? Do you believe that self-reliance is essential to achieving financial success? And then our action step of the day, the thing that you want to do with the information that you heard today, is you want to make a decision to increase your level of self-reliance in all areas of your life. You want to make a decision today to increase your level of self-reliance in all areas of your life. Now, here's the deal, guys. This is day number 52 that's now complete on our road to 100 on Going Through the Book, How Rich People Think by Steve Seibold. Steve, I'm coming for my check. Now, here's the deal, guys. 52 days straight, we've been recommending this book. Have you gotten it? It may be time for you to start doing something different. And that something different is something as simple as 15 minutes a day to keep broke away. Now, we're here Monday through Friday, actually Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. My name is ERGJ, your certified financial educator. I'll be back tomorrow at 8 a.m. And the question is, will you?